Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H has his hands full with enraged superstars going rogue. This time, however, the game may be forced to take a 40-year-old wrestler off television. Moreover, this decision may come after Adam Pearce failed to persuade the star on the latest episode of Raw. Sami Zayn opened the latest episode of the show with a scathing promo on his friend-turned-foe Kevin Owens. The former Intercontinental Champion talked about his entire career being intertwined with that of Owens. He also mentioned how he needed another dance with KO, who tried to end his career with an unprovoked package piledriver a few weeks ago, putting Zayn on the shelf. The star was interrupted by Adam Pearce, who reminded him that he wasn't medically cleared to compete. The Raw general manager also highlighted that if the match gets sanctioned, then nobody would be able to stop the prizefighter from destroying Zayn. In response, the 40-year-old said that this also means that nobody would prevent him from destroying KO either. Following this, Pearce felt compelled to allow a singles match between the two longtime rivals at the Elimination Chamber. However, he said the match would be unsanctioned. However, Triple H could step in and stop this match from happening. Notably, the WWE CCO has already lost Randy Orton to a piledriver from Kevin Owens. The game had tried to talk the Viper out of meddling with KO, and it's possible that he won't be able to convince Zayn either. Thus, there is a chance that he could take the former IC champ off Raw to allow him to heel, or maybe even think over the prospect of the unsanctioned match. While this is a significant possibility, all of this is speculation so far. Although Sami Zayn has received a match against Kevin Owens, he admitted during his promo that his neck was still in bad shape. This could be detrimental given the unsanctioned nature of his upcoming bout. Since the Elimination Chamber PLE takes place on March 1, 2025, Zayn doesn't even have 2 weeks to recover. The prizefighter would definitely leverage this weakness and try to not just win the match, but end the career of the former El Generico. However, there is a chance that before KO destroys Zayn's neck, Randy Orton could interfere and make a save. The 14-time world champion has already been in a vicious brawl against Owens at the 2024 Crown Jewel. This time, however, the former Universal Champion may not see it coming and could get caught with an RKO. That could in turn set up a match between KO and Orton at WrestleMania, while also giving Sami Zayn time to heal himself. It would be interesting to see what lies in the future for these three WWE superstars in the world of professional wrestling. Changes in roster placements, character direction, and TV appearances are not uncommon. However, the decision to remove a WWE superstar from television, especially one at the peak of their popularity or career, can come with a whirlwind of challenges, both from a creative and business standpoint. The hypothetical scenario of Triple H, the WWE's Chief Content Officer (CCO), and a prominent figure in WWE's creative direction, being forced to take a 40-year-old WWE superstar off TV immediately after a Raw episode, raises several significant questions. Is it even a plausible scenario? What might lead to such a drastic move? Could there be underlying issues, creative, health-related or otherwise, that prompt such an action? In this analysis, we'll explore the possible reasons for why WWE might consider removing a 40-year-old superstar from television, the challenges that Triple H and WWE would face in such a situation, and the potential impacts on the superstar, the company and the audience. This exploration will take into account WWE's creative landscape, potential real-life issues, and the broader context of age in professional wrestling. The current landscape of WWE's creative direction. Before delving into the hypothetical, it's important to understand WWE's current approach to storytelling, talent management, and television production. Triple H, who has played a key role in WWE's creative direction, especially since taking over the creative reins from Vince McMahon in 2022, has brought a different perspective to WWE's content. His background as a wrestler, as well as his experience overseeing NXT's development system, has given him a deep understanding of both in-ring performance and the long-term development of WWE superstars. This includes talent development, character arcs, rivalries, and more. Under Triple H's stewardship, WWE has seemed to embrace more flexibility and creativity in its storytelling, with a renewed focus on building long-term rivalries and giving talents more room for character development. Additionally, WWE's approach to older talent has evolved, with several veteran performers being given prominent roles, including Edge, John Cena, and even Brock Lesnar, despite their age. However, the dynamics of professional wrestling are such that certain performers may have a short shelf life due to various factors such as physical limitations, injury, or loss of fan interest. The 40-year-old superstar in question, let's assume for the sake of analysis that the talent is in their prime, still drawing significant fan attention, and is a part of active programming, would be subject to the same considerations. Factors that could force a superstar off TV. There are several scenarios that could prompt WWE or Triple H to remove a 40-year-old superstar from television. Here are some of the potential factors at play. 1. Health concerns and injury. One of the most immediate and practical reasons for removing a superstar from TV would be health-related issues. Professional wrestling is physically demanding, and even the most well-conditioned athletes are prone to injuries. If the 40-year-old superstar has been dealing with chronic injuries or a new significant issue that is affecting their performance, WWE would likely want to prioritize their health over storylines injuries, especially those that involve major joints, knees, shoulders, neck, can end up shortening a wrestler's career significantly. WWE is known for taking a proactive approach when it comes to wrestler safety, and Triple H, given his history with injuries, is particularly mindful of such matters. Should an injury occur during or after a Raw episode, perhaps resulting in the superstar needing an extended break for recovery, WWE may choose to remove them from TV immediately. This could involve a storyline where the superstar is injured during the episode, allowing the storyline to explain their absence. 2. Creative issues or lack of storyline progression. Another possibility is that the creative team may feel the 40-year-old superstar is no longer fitting into the long-term plans for the company, or that their character has run its course. WWE's creative team, under Triple H's leadership, has been more willing to shift direction based on audience response and evolving storylines. If a superstar's character no longer resonates with the audience or the storyline is stagnating, it might be deemed in the best interest of both the performer and the company to remove them temporarily or permanently. For instance, a character that has been overexposed or one whose arc has already been completed might be sidelined for a fresh storyline. This decision would not necessarily be based on age, but on the lack of available creative direction. However, if the 40-year-old superstar is a key player whose storyline was not engaging the fans, a quick exit from TV might occur as Triple H decides to focus on new talent or revamp existing rivalries. 3. Personal or professional issues. Occasionally, wrestlers have personal issues, whether they be health problems, off-screen controversies, or contract disputes, that affect their TV appearances. If the 40-year-old superstar was involved in a scandal, a backstage altercation, or if there was a breakdown in negotiations regarding their contract, WWE might opt to take them off television temporarily or permanently. Triple H, given his previous experiences managing such situations, would have to weigh the long-term implications of any personal or professional issues that might harm WWE's public image. In these instances, the superstar may be removed from TV abruptly, with their absence explained through an on-screen injury angle or a personal storyline. For example, a sudden disappearance from Raw could be framed as the superstar needing time to deal with personal matters, thus allowing time for the situation to cool off before they can return. 4. Audience reaction and perception. The audience's reaction is always a critical factor in WWE's decision-making process. Even if a superstar is technically in their prime or at a later stage in their career, if their popularity starts to wane, WWE may choose to remove them from TV, for the sake of reinvention or a shift in focus to fresh faces. Triple H's approach has shown a willingness to evolve and adjust based on audience feedback, whether it's the rise of new stars in NXT or the retooling of older talents to better fit the modern product. If fan interest in the 40-year-old superstar begins to decline, or if the character fails to connect with the new demographic WWE is targeting, the company might pull them from TVs to avoid overexposure. This move would allow them to return in the future with a new look or as part of a new storyline. The return would then have more impact, with the audience potentially more receptive to a repackaged version of the character. 5. Talent management and new talent development. WWE has always been a company that balances between showcasing top stars and pushing fresh, young talent to the forefront. Triple H, with his extensive experience running NXT, understands the value of nurturing the next generation of WWE superstars. This includes ensuring that veteran talent, whether they are 40 years old or older, does not overshadow younger, up-and-coming stars. If WWE is in the process of building new talent and the 40-year-old superstar's presence on TV is seen as hindering that development, Triple H might opt to remove them from television in favor of promoting younger wrestlers. It could also be a strategic move to create space for new rivalries, championship pursuits, or faction building with younger superstars. The decision could ultimately come down to a shift in WWE's priorities, with an emphasis on long-term growth rather than short-term fan nostalgia. The role of Triple H in managing the situation. As WWE's CCO, Triple H has an intricate understanding of both the business and creative sides of the wrestling world. His previous role as a wrestler has likely shaped his approach to managing talent, particularly veteran wrestlers like the 40-year-old superstar in this scenario. Triple H's ability to handle talent transitions, particularly for those who are past their prime or experiencing creative burnout, would be critical in navigating this situation. Should the decision be made to remove the superstar from TV, Triple H would likely oversee the execution of the decision from both a storyline and business perspective. This could include working closely with the creative team to craft a reason for the superstar's sudden absence, as well as ensuring that the business side of the equation, such as merchandising, advertising, and fan reactions, is managed properly. Additionally, Triple H's relationship with talent would likely play a crucial role. Having spent years working alongside WWE talent, Triple H would be sensitive to the needs of the performer, working with them to ensure that their departure from TV is handled in a way that doesn't damage their long-term career prospects. This could involve giving the superstar a new direction, or even bringing them back at a later date with a fresh persona. The impact of removing a superstar. The immediate aftermath of removing a superstar from TV, especially one with significant fan support, would be felt across multiple aspects of WWE's operations. Fan reactions. Fans may react with confusion, disappointment, or even anger, depending on how the situation is handled. WWE's creative team and Triple H would need to manage this carefully, perhaps by providing clarity through promos, backstage segments, or social media updates. Merchandise and revenue. A superstar who has a strong merchandise presence could impact WWE's revenue if they are removed from TV. In this case, WWE may shift focus to promoting other talents to maintain merchandise sales, or consider a repackage that aligns with a new direction. Talent development. Removing a superstar who is no longer as integral to the roster could allow WWE to shift focus to younger or emerging talent as previously mentioned. This can positively impact the future of the company, even if it's initially met with resistance from fans' long-term strategy. If Triple H decides to move on from a 40-year-old superstar, it could signal a broader strategy shift for the company. WWE might be aiming for a new era of storytelling or talent promotion, which could pave the way for future stars to emerge as the face of the company. Conclusion. The hypothetical scenario of Triple H being forced to take a 40-year-old WWE superstar off TV immediately after Raw raises multiple possibilities. While age in professional wrestling is always a factor, WWE's approach to older talent has become more flexible in recent years. The decision to remove a superstar would likely stem from a combination of factors: health concerns, creative dissatisfaction, audience reactions, or a push for new talent. Ultimately, Triple H's ability to navigate these decisions would depend on his understanding of the broader creative picture, his relationship with talent, and his commitment to WWE's long-term success. While removing a key player from TV could have immediate consequences, it also offers the opportunity to reshape storylines, develop new stars, and set WWE on a path toward the future. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.